you'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It will be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Why not think about the times to come? Not about the things that you've done. If your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It will be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. All I want is to see you smile, if it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true, but I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It will be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Oh, don't look back. Don't you look back. 'Cause yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We could
Say hi.
There are people behind me. There are people beside me. If you know you need help, angels show up from all directions. Thank you so much. We done of it? You can thank our sound team for that. Good morning and welcome. It's Unity Skagit Valley Sunday morning worship time, and we love you, bless you, appreciate you, and are so grateful for your presence with us on a Sunday morning. We're so happy to see the Shotwells. Kathy and Ken are here. Yay. And he heard it was Potluck Sunday, and he deviled eggs for us. Hallelujah. Yay. Yeah. What a wonderful thing. And who's here for the first time? I'm looking, I'm scanning, I'm thinking, we're good. I know you. I've seen you before, but our friend Callie is here this morning. Raise your hand. Callie is producing miracles in her life, and wonderful things are happening. She's generally at Unity in Linwood on a Sunday morning, but with us frequently in our classes. We're moving furniture here. If you're somewhere else, we'd love it if you'd be here with us on Sunday mornings. But if you're not here with us, we wish you a happy Sunday, and we're always including you in our prayers. Let us know who's online just with a comment, and we welcome you in that warm and loving spirit of unity. And we welcome you and say good morning. Good morning. And in the good morning is we are blessing you. We are blessing you for your presence, for your love, for your journey, for your life. We are so grateful for you, and we are blessing you. We give thanks to the greeters on a Sunday morning. We give thanks to the kitchen team that's putting together the pieces for our after-church potluck. We give thanks for our sound team. We give thanks for this Ireland and this Stuart, yay. And for anybody else who has had their hands on this Sunday morning. Like, I cannot see the flowers. It's a short joke happening here. I love that vase. It's Louise's for sure. On a Sunday morning when we come together, we know that we are a few among many. Having been to the Unity Conference a week ago, we are a unit, a community among a much greater community of people who study and read and follow the path of unity in some regard. Some people receive the daily word and it's an at-home thing. They read the daily word every day. We don't necessarily see them in church, but we know they're part of the energy of unity. Some people are far away in places that don't have unity groups or churches. And we think of those people who do independent study and what it means to do independent study without a group to be housed in. And then we think of those people all over the country and now all over the world who study unity. And in Africa, the unity movement is growing and growing and growing in various areas of Africa with wonderful leaders who are studying at the school at Unity Village and receive broadcast information in their faraway places. They are zealots. Our Nigerian and other groups in Africa, in the various areas, they are zealots. They found a truth and they know how to use it, and they work with the ideas and empower huge communities of people. So this morning we reach out to people wherever they may be, all over the globe, and we say, thank you for being part of our movement. Thank you for being a part of this that we call unity, that integrates all people wherever they may be into ideas of truth that make people free, make life free, lift us into new states of awareness and understanding. In our church, we say welcome to all on a Sunday morning. We are committed to embracing the people who come here by chance, the people who come here looking for something, the people who come here by simply walking down the street and seeing something from the sidewalk or the street that encourages them to walk in the door and become a part of our community. And today the word is beautiful, and Leon's going to share our daily word for us. It's perfect. Some people just practically fall in the door. And how lucky are we?
I am very lucky that the large print one is up here today. It is available. Beauty, it's such a fabulous word, and I just was thinking, last night there were several of us that were at the benefit for muscular dystrophy, and how do you say, what is the particular? Yeah, limb girdle, thank you. And you know, Ireland performed last night, and I thought, how fortunate are all of us that every Sunday we get like this private concert with Stuart in Ireland. So, thank you. It's true, and it's beautiful, which fits with the word of the day. Beautiful. When I am fully present to life, I find beauty everywhere. Looking up at shimmering stars, walking through a field of marigolds, or sitting by the ocean, I rejoice in the beauty of nature. It truly is a wonderful world. The beauty that delights my senses also lives in me. The presence of God does not just surround me, it is within me also. My divine gifts, along with my talents and unique abilities, make me a beautiful and integral part of the world. When I live into the fullness of my divinity, the expression of my humanity is simply beautiful. I am a radiant spiritual being, an individuation of the divine. I honor the presence of God within myself and all others. We are beautiful. One thing I asked of the Lord that I will seek after, to live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord. Psalm 27:4.
She was driving by one day and couldn't resist. Seriously, it's her story. She was driving by and saw the light on some level, inwardly, outwardly, who can say, but then she came. We are so, what does it take on our spiritual path to align us with our right opportunities, with what we call the perfection of divine order? What prompts that in us, except a particular calling, not just to unity, but to whatever tradition we choose to follow, whatever path we walk? How did I get here, we ask? Well, you arrived here, not just here in this place, but here on this planet, in the experience of life, in the journeys you've taken, by divine appointment. And when we come to understand that we live in the movement and flow of perfection, it gives us a whole lot more courage to step forward and allow ourselves to be led, to let go, to surrender, and allow that process of following the lead, which grows stronger and stronger. The more we follow the lead of Spirit in our lives, the more clear it becomes. There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in yours. There's only one presence and one power active in my life and in yours. Can we speak it together? There's only one presence and one power active in my life and yours. God the good, omnipotent. God the good, omnipotent. Amen, for sure. Today is Sky's last day as our youth education director. She just keeps moving on upward and onward, doing all manner of things with her life. And she decided it was time to surrender her duties. And I don't like it, but we don't have to like other people's choices. If we did, there are many things that would be different in our lives and in the world. So please stay for the potluck and take time to honor Sky and Lily with your love and gratitude. You may not have had a child to be in our youth ed department, but you know the good work it is and how fortunate we are to have had her doing this for so long. Yeah, we'll miss her a lot. She just disconnected us a little at a time. You know, that she just pulled back a little more, and then she pulled back a little more, and now we have to track her down to to get her where we are. Today is Potluck Sunday. If you didn't bring food, we're happy to feed you. Our food preparers are generous and loving and caring, and there will be the usual last Sunday of the month spread over there. So please stay. It's time to say hi and time to just be in the midst of nourishment in all different kinds of ways. On Tuesday, Ordinary Mysticism, my class begins at 11, ends at 12:30. It goes until the 21st of October. The class that I was going to begin at the end of October, I'm postponing, the Paul Selig class. My guidance is to postpone it just for the time being, but we'll move forward with that at another point in the year. Drumming Circle is here in our sanctuary on the 1st. On the 11th, the men's group is meeting at the public library. Time? 11. Thank you. Men's group. I'm not. No, I'm looking at Rick, and I teased him mercilessly about the women not being invited, but the word men's group kind of clarifies how it really is. So, at the library at 11 on whatever that day was. And our prayer box waits for you. Our prayer box says, be of good cheer, and leave an offering in the prayer box of anything for you or for anyone else, large or small, critter or human, event or experience. Our prayer box is there for you, and our prayer team works to support and bless you, and whoever you offer into prayer, it's our honor to support you. So the prayer box or online unity, sv.org, and look for prayer on the website. Wander through the website. I'm looking at you. Are you leaving soon? When? You just got here. Doesn't feel like that. We love you. We love you. We miss you when you're not here. Have a safe journey if I don't get the opportunity to say so. So, my friends, how about we meditate? How about we open ourselves in the spirit of meditation?
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. Let's do it one more time. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace.
Perhaps you want to put it down. The journey is the same, but never the same. We know we cannot step into the same river twice because there is a constant flowing. Where we stand or where we sit, where we find ourselves in any moment, there's a flowing, and no two moments are the same. In life, in every moment, everything is shifting and altering and taking on new life and discarding the old. The cells and atoms of our body recreate, renew, multiply, release. Renew, recreate, multiply, and release. Every cell in your body is renewing and releasing. Every element in the body of thoughts that move in and through your mind a renewing and releasing the experience of yesterday has released and renewed that which has been, lives on in our mind or stored in our heart. But in fact, the energy of that moment yesterday, the experience of that which came before, has already come to pass. And that which has come to pass is born in newness, dissolves and releases, and repeats that constant, unfailing movement of one moment after another in my mind, in my body, in my heart, in my life. With your breath, relax into this moment that even as I speak it is shifting and changing. Loving Spirit, we pray with an open heart, an open mind, an openness of being, knowing that your constancy is at work in our lives and in all that concerns us and in all that concerns all life. For your constancy does not fail. The life and the love does not fail. So with 3 in and out breaths, let your body relax. Peace. Peace be with you. The words of the Master. Peace. My peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Let not your heart be troubled. Neither let it be afraid. We hear the assurance once again. And we let go to allow ourselves to rest, to allow the Spirit within to guide us to bless us, to heal us, and to show us the way. Guide me. Show me the way. That my feet might follow the path of your unfolding within me and in my life. Teach me. Teach me to let go of what has come to pass. And teach me and show me the power of your presence, holding, loving, and enfolding me. Be present as the power that is transforming all things in this moment into greater and greater order for good, and reveal to me my part of the grand purpose of your unfolding within me and in all aspects of my life. Today, I open myself to the power of your presence and know that a great work is being done. Those I hold in prayer, I know the power of the one is at work in you, moving and unfolding in accord with your perfect good. In this knowing and in all ways, we pray, giving thanks for every blessing that is ours. We extend that blessing. We extend that blessing that others may be blessed. And so it is. Amen. Something?
Kind friends all gathered round. There's something I would say that what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, whereas strangers are as family. Loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked the mountains in the rain. I've learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. Always knew I'd find you, though I never did know how. But like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's planted like a seed. Love can't give you everything, but it gives you what you need. Love comes when you're ready. Love comes when you're afraid. It can be your greatest teacher, the best friend that you have made. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Let's do it again. You must give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Beautiful, everybody.
I love that song. Good song. If I seem a little twitchy to you, something was crawling on me. Nothing like leading meditation with an inhabitant crawling on you. We don't know what, but I'm sure a great blessing went to that one. Like, yeah, whatever it takes, folks. Last week, in my muddle, last Sunday was Muddle Sunday. Too much week ahead of things, and by the time we got to Sunday, I was like, just put the puppet in the pulpit, and it'll be perfect. Pulpit, puppet, perfect. So I brought up something, and I was reading this morning, and I found the response that I wish I'd had last week. This is Ann Hillman with one of the finest books that I have ever had the privilege of owning, called Awakening the Energies of Love, Discovering Fire for the Second Time. It's virtually out of print, but there probably are still a few copies around somewhere. Anyway, she's writing, how do we harness for God the energies of love? Harnessing speaks to our ego. We want to hold on to the reins to harness the energies of love ourselves, but we cannot do it. Soul work turns that very human yearning on its head. We've been invited instead of trying to control life's contradictions. We've been invited to embrace them, the good, the bad, the wanted, and the unwanted, and to be grateful for even the most hideous things. When we respond to love's invitation in this way, the reins slip through our fingers, and the rest of it is grace. Thus comes the mystery of oneing. Harnessing is a reciprocal process. As our hearts open, we in turn are harnessed by love. This paradoxical love dwells within, among all around us, and when we hold on, life is loosened and we have no idea who we are. When we hold on, our life is loosened and we have no idea who we are. We ask, "Who am I?" and find in the lack of any answer the seeds of an epiphany that Jesus described in a parable. Okay, I'm finally there. If you're waiting, I got there now. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy he went and sold all he had and bought that field. As I hear the parable, the man stumbles on the kingdom quite by accident and is awed by the experience. No longer ignorant of the treasure that lies in his own depths, he is momentarily humbled. For the first time, he has seen his own insignificance before the vastness of mystery, and he wants this relationship more than anything else. He has seen his own insignificance. It doesn't mean, oh, there it is. Oh, I don't know what it is, but it's wriggling in my fingers. It doesn't really matter where it was. Currently, it's between my fingers. Life or death, life or death, life or death. A Kleenex would be good. Okay, honey, good for you. Spider, ant. Anything to stir the energy. Okay. I'm glad it's gone. Thank you, Leanne. That was really uncomfortable. For the first time, he has seen his own insignificance before the vastness of mystery. It doesn't mean insignificance. It means, thank you so much. You have saved a life. Small life. I'm sure it is very grateful. It was a spider. Love spiders. Insignificance before the mystery, insignificance before the mystery, insignificance before the mystery. When we see the divine nature of our own being, when we see the divine nature of all life, when we see the divine nature of the natural world, when we see the divine nature of everything, most importantly, who we are, we feel so small in the face of the magnitude of what's working in us, through us, as us, and in all other things. Doesn't mean insignificant, as though you don't matter. It means when you see what's working on your behalf night and day, wherever you are, call it time, call it night, call it day, call it whatever you wish. When you know that everything in the universe has its root in your heartbeat, in your breath, in your life, in the place you find yourself. It's as though an opening occurs that is a constant, constant unfolding of magnificence and glory and wonder, just simply waiting to be seen within and without. And we have the ability to witness this magnificence in the midst of all things. And as it says, once you've tasted it and touched it, this that we call divine mystery, he wants this relationship more than anything else. So he buries a treasure and goes on the path of learning how to be a divine being in this world, to live from a place within us that is the height of our divinity instead of the bottom of our humanity. We rise in the awareness that any of these parables or any of the teachings that we've been given that tell the story, they always take us back to the kingdom of heaven. They always take us back to the realization that there is nowhere I can be, nothing I can experience that is not a part of the unfolding majesty of the kingdom of the heavens. Where is the kingdom of heaven? Everywhere, we say. Everywhere and beyond everywhere, within all things. As we have been looking at the Beatitudes, they are teachings, brief teachings about the state of being we can experience in ourselves that is the very divine mystery unfolding. He didn't just throw out words. He wasn't in it for the glory or fame. Everything that the one we call our master teacher, everything that Jesus did was for the enhancement of the consciousness of humanity for all time. Timeless teaching about the divine mystery, about the story of our own unfolding, and our empowerments, if you will, in which we can see ourselves in a different way. This is from the director of World Council of Churches. For many years, he said, I found it difficult to fully comprehend the fourth verse. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. How was I supposed to be happy being sad? He said. Jesus wept when he encountered the grieving sisters Mary and Martha following the death of their brother and his good friend Lazarus. After Jesus expressed compassion and empathy, he brought Lazarus back to life. And later on, Jesus also weeps over Jerusalem because he foresees the impending destruction that the city will face due to its rejection of God. Following this, Jesus faced the wrath of the empire and the religious powers, sacrificing his own life for the liberation of humanity from darkness and death. We mourn, he said, for the relentless destruction and violation of our environment and the planetary home we share with countless creatures. We mourn for the sins of the world, the darkness that fan the greed, violence, and seem untouched by the pain and suffering and the depth of injustices people in creation face. We mourn for our own complicity as part of the wider society that perpetuates this. We weep because we're unable to prevent misery. I pray that today you and I can live the Beatitudes, he said. We are blessed as we realize that we are spiritually bankrupt. We are blessed as we are moved by suffering to be compassionate and driven to repent and act. We are blessed when we are humble and exercise our power and influence for good. We are blessed as we yearn for justice and do the right thing. We are blessed when we are compassionate to others, especially when we have power and control over them. We are blessed as we strive to free ourselves from malice, deceit, and selfish motives. We are blessed when we are resolute in pursuing peace and overcoming war, conflicts, and political instability. We are blessed when we face hardship, mistreatment, and hostility as we uphold what is morally right. We are blessed, he says. Manaj Kurian is his name. We are blessed in the face of learning through these experiences to live with another state of mind, to live in harmony with life in a new way, to be that power that we are for the highest and best of all, ourselves and others. So this morning I put aside the Eknath Easwaran book, and I went to Neil Douglas Klotz's because I love the way he teaches the Beatitudes. They're so personal and so powerful. So today we're looking at blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Well, we've been meek. I don't mean today, maybe. We know meek. Do we not know meek? I don't know about you. Every once in a while. I'm not sure about some of the rest of you either. Underneath that meek exterior, we've been fighters for good. We've been people who've grown into the ability to hold space for healing and transformation. We've grown from not being beaten down to standing up. To be meek is not to be beaten down one more time. To be meek, he says, the meek are the fortunate are those not arrogant or domineering, for they will have their place to stand and their place to live richly. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Translation in Aramaic, fortunate are those not arrogant or domineering, for they will have their place to stand, their place to live richly. And then he goes on to say, you're blessed when you're content with just who you are. No more, no less. That's the moment you find yourselves proud owners of everything that can be bought. You're blessed when you are content with just who you are. No more, no less. That's the moment you find yourselves proud owners of everything that can be bought. What does that mean for your life? Ripe are those, he said, another interpretation. Ripe are those who soften what is rigid inside and out. I like it. Ripe are those who soften what is rigid inside and out. They shall be open to receive. They shall be open to receive strength and power, their natural inheritance from God. Oh, I love that. I love that. Softening what's rigid inside and out. It's that look for that we look for that. Where is the softening? How do I experience that? Because the mind likes the journey of rigid dominance. The mind enjoys control born out of rigid dominance until we see that that's no way to live. It requires that we become hard, not just inwardly but outwardly. The conversation becomes harsh and judgmental, and there's a separation in it that causes us in that state to believe in our not meekness, that there is nothing more than the success of dominance and the unfolding of somehow having a position that that smacks of inflexibility. We could say, blessed are the ones who are open to growing and surrendering, knowing, to growing and meeting not knowing head on anymore. What does it mean to us to think that the way to get where we're going is by knowing everything instead of letting go, if you will, to follow the movement of the path? But who said that our greatest treasure is what we know? I think our greatest growth is what we let go. When we're willing to live in the field of not knowing. Because what we gain in that is not just an edge to fall off. We gain this immensity of creative energy and guidance, and it's like the field has no end in that state. We see too much of that need to know, to dominate, to be rigid around what we believe. One of the great things about unity is the invitation not to know, not to set up a doctrine, not to set up a theology that is at the heart of the teachings of unity. The teachings of unity are unlimited. I've told you before, Fillmore said, shallow enough to wade in and deep enough to drown in. It's up to you how deeply you take it and where you go with it. But what you already know frequently needs to be jettisoned so that you can be in that unknowing, which is the fertile soil where the pearl of great price is waiting for you. The opening into that. I know. Famous last words. I know, you already told me that. I know. I'm not talking about you. It's me. How much I edit out of what's being offered to me on the basis of what I know. Listening and declaring, oh, there's nothing here. It's harsh to live in that field of I know, I need to know, I have to know, I know better, I don't know. When we're out looking at people who are growing in the world or doing whatever they're doing in whatever way they're doing it. It's so easy to quickly point out what they do not know. And they may not know. But just about that time, I trip over what I'm not seeing that's right in front of me that I don't know either. How often do you find yourself saying, I don't know? And get more comfortable with it, like, I don't have to know. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. What he says is what Neil Douglas Klotz says. Douglas? I lost it for a minute. Blessed are they that mourn, interpreted in Aramaic. Enriched are those who mourn. They will be encouraged and strengthened by my voice, capital My, and presence. They will learn my ways. Enriched are those who mourn. They will be encouraged and strengthened by my voice. What voice? What presence? The one within, the one that is the voice that speaks to me. They will learn my ways. You will draw nearer as a result of the state we call mourning. You will come closer even when you feel most distant. In that experience, he goes on to say, here's the interpretation again. You're blessed. You are blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Ponder that for a while. You are blessed when you feel you've lost what is most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one most dear to you. Only then can you be embraced by the one most dear to you. You've lost what is most dear to you? Only then you can be embraced by the one most dear to you? Capital One. What does it mean? It means in that state, you are the most vulnerable, the most open, and the cracks that this loss has produced in the heart of your heart can be filled and mended. This is an opening, he's saying. This is an opening whereby we turn and realize what could not be realized in that way before. I say, well, I don't want to do that. So then he gives us some other options in the Aramaic, different interpretations. Ripe are those who feel at loose ends, coming apart at the seams. They shall be knit back together within. Hear it again. Ripe are those who feel at loose ends. Do you ever? Coming apart at the seams. Do you ever? They shall be knit back together. Where? Within. Blessed are those in turmoil and confusion. They shall be united within. Healthy are those weak and overextended for their purpose. They shall feel their inner flow of strength return. Healed are those who weep for their frustrated desire. They shall see the face of fulfillment in a new form. Aligned with the One, we are mourners. We will be comforted. Why? So much is let go as you grow. The identity you've worn, the person you are or thought you were, the ways in which life has all of these releases that take place. Personal, relationship, life overall, aligned with the One, aligned with the One are the mourners. They shall be comforted. You can read that so many different ways. And this is the last one of those. Tuned to the source. Tuned to the source are those feeling deeply confused by life. They shall be returned from their wandering. I love that one. Tuned to the source are those feeling deeply confused by life. They shall be returned. By whom? By what? By the One. From their wandering. Are you confused? Are you at loose ends? Are you mourning a loss? Are you at the end of the comprehension of whatever is going on in your life? Are you upside down about the broader perspective of life? Are you alone when you feel that you need to be at one? The assurance of this, blessed, blessed, blessed. You will be encouraged and strengthened in any time that creates a feeling of loss or emptiness or aloneness. You will be encouraged and strengthened by my voice and my presence. You will learn my ways. The mystery unfolds. And it brings us closer if we allow it. But the thing is, when we're at that point so frequently, God is the one who we feel caused the pain we're having. I mean, where are you going to go then? It says it will return the wanderers to itself. I, the wanderer, am being returned to my source, even as I feel the most lost and alone. I love the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. I don't you close your eyes and take in the words of this blessed prayer. Take a breath. O birther, Father, Mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light. Focus your light within us. Make it useful as the rays of a beacon show the way. Create your reign of unity now through our fiery hearts and willing hands. Your one desire then acts with ours as in all light, So then, in all form, grant what we need each day in bread and insight, subsistence for the call of growing life. Loose the cords of mistakes binding us as we release the strands we hold of others' guilt. Don't let us enter into forgetfulness, but free us from unripeness. From you is born all ruling will, the power and the life to do, the song that beautifies all, from age to age it renews. Truly power to these statements. May they be the source from which all my actions grow, sealed in trust and in faith. I say, Amen. Shall we share our tithes and love offerings? Let us bless our offering. I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. And again, please, I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. Thank you for your generosity.
Me and all my friends, we're all misunderstood. They say we stand for nothing, there's no way we ever could. Now we see everything that's going wrong with the world and those who lead it. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's hard to beat the system when you're standing at a distance. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas. No on the door. And when you trust your television, what you get is what you got. 'Cause when they own the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know the fight ain't fair. So we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. Waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. So we keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep waiting, waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change.
Let's do our blessing for our kid. Kids, I forgot one. Hey, you. What you doing? How are you?
I read that book.
It's funny. I'm going to read this book for you and your mama. All right, everybody, let's do the prayer for protection. The light of God, I will do it. Now we can bless our kids. Hey, Nora girl. Hey, little girl. So, where did Mama go? Come up here. I would like you all just to acknowledge the service that Sky has provided for our children and for all of us. Yeah. We have depended on you. You have, as I said earlier, caused us to let go an inch at a time. And not having you back with the kids will be a big miss. But we plan to see you. Yes, and you. Yes. And Nora is going to be our stalwart kid. Yeah. We love her. Yeah. Oh great. Time for a song here. Children of Light. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. We do. So I have a quick book to read. And you've read it before, but you know, we just do this once in a while. So be a kid, settle in. It's called When Things Aren't Going Right, Go Left. It's just going to take a minute. How about you sit down with baby Nora? Look how big she is. 6 months big. All right. One day, for no particular reason, nothing was going right. Absolutely, positively, nothing was going right. So I decided to go left. The first thing I did, I left behind my worries. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They looked up at me and wondered, "Where are you going?" But I just smiled and waved goodbye. "Wait," they hollered, "come back. What will happen to us?" I simply shrugged my shoulders. "You'll be fine." As I walked away, I thought, did I make the right choice? Should I go back and get them? Doubts crept in. So you know what I did? I left behind my doubts. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They bellowed, "You're making a mistake." But I just gazed at the sky. They questioned, "Are you sure you're making the right decision?" "Absolutely," I declared. With my worries and doubts left behind, I could finally think clearly. I forged on until I came to a pool and a diving board that I remembered all too well. The last time I tried to dive off that diving board, I splatted on my back. Ouch. I remember the pain and how scared I was. I started thinking maybe I shouldn't try this again. So you know what I did? I left behind my fears, yep. I left them right there on the ground. They screamed, "Don't do it! Don't do it!" Get my pages apart here, Lily. I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. "Stop," they cried, but I simply turned and gave them a wink, and I leaped, splat, on my back once again. Boy, that stings. I thought to myself, this is impossible. It can't be done. And you know what I did? I left behind my frustrations. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They yelled, "You can't do it." Again, I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. They laughed, "Give up already." I whispered to myself, "No way, not ever." And I leaped. Feet together, toes pointed, legs straight. Perfect, I did it. I started to realize the more left I went, the more right I felt. So, you know what I did? Yep, I kept going left. And before I knew it, everything was going right. As I walked home, I glanced at the ground and I noticed something that I did not expect. My frustrations were a lot smaller, my fears a lot quieter, my doubts a lot calmer, my worries practically gone. Yes. So I decided to pick them back up. And you know what? They felt lighter now, and they weren't so hard to handle anymore. And I realized it was okay to have them with me so long as I kept an eye on them and made sure that they didn't get too big or too loud or too overwhelming. But if they did, and I felt like nothing was going right again, then I'd simply go left. When life's burdens start to feel too heavy, don't be afraid to put them down for a while. And when things get hard and don't go right, always, I know you will, always go left. Yay. All right, friends, you know what we do on Potluck Sunday. We stand up, sing our peace song, then get out of the way. Chairs are moved, tables are up, and then we eat lunch. Thank you all for being here. Let me see that girl. Let me see that girl. Our happy girl. You.
Oh, you're looking at the flowers.
I